All right, all right. Welcome to the 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derrick Scott. And I have an extra talented brother coming in today. His name is October London. We're going to get him in here right now and get this started right now. He is here. What up,
Well,
bro? How's it going?
good, good. How's it going?
Yeah, listen, I'm happy you're here, man. Trust me, it's been a hell of a week. I was so happy to get you this week because again, we just found out, like I said, about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks,
Uh,
and we've been playing your song on the radio, and everybody said, "Yo, we need to see him in person. Is this guy real? Is the voice real, and all this other stuff?" So I said, you know what? Hopefully, I could get him on, and you're here. Thank God.
I'm here.
Yes, I got October London on my. So listen, before we get started, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
You're from South Bend, Indiana.
yeah, yeah. South Bend, Indiana. Yep.
How so? Is something in the water? Because Michael Jackson's from Indiana. I know he's not from the same plot, but he's from Indiana. So obviously, it's something that you got so much talent. You do so many different things that we're going to get into. But
Yeah.
um, when did you get started? How old was you when you first started?
Oh, I was about 15 when 15 or 16 when I started like writing, but I was trash at that, so I kind of gave it up. I just couldn't write for anything, man. Like I couldn't get it. I'd always see my family gather around and be at the piano and play, and some of them could
No
sing,
doubt.
and I thought that
Okay.
was but until I was about 18, I think 18 is when I took it really, really serious and started producing, and then I went back to writing and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was
Well, you're a damn good writer now, damn it. I'm gonna tell
about
you that right now. I don't know what you did. You took a hiatus or something, but you came back strong. So,
thank you.
man, listen. So um, go. Let us go through the fact that how did you get in? Who introduced you to Snoop? What was this person's name? Because I think he found you, and like I think Snoop can use somebody like you because you
Yeah,
again you're extraordinary. Who,
yeah.
who introduced you?
Everybody knows a person. A lot of people know if you're a fan of this guy. But Jazzy Faye actually introduced me to Snoop.
Now, see, that's where the reason I asked you that because Jazzy Faye is one of the dopest producers on the planet. We all
Mhm.
know Jazzy Faye. I just wanted to hear it from you before I ask you this question.
Yep.
What what had him, knowing that all the talent this young man has, to say, "Hey, Snoop, I think this is a guy work for you"?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I wouldn't let you go. I'm sorry, bro. You'll still be in my camp. There's no way I'm sorry. We got friends, but I see so much talent. There's no way I'm passing you on. There's no way.
They Jazzy got together with Snoop. I think Jazzy was going to work on some music for Snoop's daughter, because Snoop's daughter Chalk sings.
Yes, she
So
does.
he was to like work on some stuff there, and I had sent him some records. So it was like, just that was God working, you know what I'm saying? Because I had got linked up with Jazzy, and then all of a sudden he didn't tell me who he was going to see. And
Mm.
he was like, I'll let you know once I get there and all that kind of stuff. And he flew to Snoop and then played him my music. And Snoop was like, man, I got to have this kid. And
Yes. Listen.
March 15th,
Yes.
2016 is when, I signed with Snoop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me again. If you was introduced to me, you asked to be here right now. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm letting it. I'm not letting you out of my sight. This is not happening because. So, if I'm not mistaken, now is it true? Because I remember Snoop had a TV show one time.
Yeah.
Was that you being introduced to him the first time on a TV show that he had, or that was another time?
I think that was something else. I know he did
2000.
He did a show
Yeah.
where he introduced me. Is that what you're talking about with him? And
Yes.
yeah, he brought in Dame Dash and put him
Yes.
whatnot.
Thank you.
That was the first time we linked up, but that
Right.
was how it goes, the whole writing of the show and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's when Snoop started to bring people in the studio and kind of show them like, hey, look what we're working on. The album was already pretty much done. We had
Oh,
already
okay.
album was done, and then he just started. Everybody was just coming to the studio like, yo, who is this kid that's singing on
Wow.
this? Snoop started
Yeah.
the song everywhere to all his boys. He sent it to Diddy. So Diddy pulled up and was like, there's no way it's this kid, this Indiana kid singing like this. And some more people came to the studio. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes. Listen, again, like I said, I'm not a mogul, but I know talent when I hear it. And the reason all those people came because they was amazed of your voice, of your cadence. You understand? People don't understand about the cadence, how a person actually sings a song.
Right.
And, for you to get
Right.
into this field and is ridiculous. It's like, where did you come from? The sky? I'm not understanding. You don't get this much talent in one person just like that. That doesn't happen. That's God, like you said.
That's
So now, did you actually go on tour with Snoop right after you met him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right after I met him, he was like, man, you want to jump on this tour? And I was like, all right, cool. And we went out and I was just doing like backup and stuff for him because another person that was doing backup had to leave and do something. So it was like the timing aspect was crazy because that guy doing backup for him was leaving to go do something else. He was, doing, he had other things to do and Snoop didn't have anybody to do it. So he was like, might as well jump on, all my music, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So
okay.
I was like, all right, I know. I started looking at the set list. I'm like, no, come on, Gin and Juice.
All these, see?
All this.
I know that's right.
It wasn't nothing. It was just learning on which parts. And then by second or third show, it was a wrap. I knew all the parts that I needed to actually do it. So that's how that worked out.
That's like a dream come true. If you really think about it, for you to actually come from South Bend, Indiana, and now you turned around and you on tour with one of the most legendary hip hop artists on the planet, one of the most recognized. You cannot. No one can actually say right now they don't know who Snoop Dogg is. There's no way.
Right? No, he's
It's no way.
Biggest. Yeah, he's one of the artists in the world. Really, if you think about it, he does everything. You're thinking of bosses. You go Jay-Z, you say Diddy, but gotta mention Snoop in that because he's
have to.
He's freaking everywhere. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. Period.
Yes. And still doing it strong too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, still going strong.
That's crazy. So now, I'm hearing that you actually was recording like songs while you was on tour. Was that the songs that? Yeah. Was that the songs we hearing now?
No. Those were just songs that I got some inspiration on the bus and we would work. I'd be working in the back of the bus with Carlos, rest in peace. He was a drummer for 1500 or nothing.
Okay.
So get on the back of the bus and just start playing songs and beats and stuff. And we'd be just recording little stuff. But there were a couple of joints. I can't remember the names of them because I make so many songs. So it just is all a blur. But there were some songs I think that we did put out that we recorded on the bus and then went back to the studio after and started to record those there.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason I asked that because, like I said, for you to be able to do that plus be on tour, and are you an actual engineer as well?
Yeah. So all the records that you hear, I've written, produced, mixed, master, and engineer everything.
You're just getting all the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like one of the reasons why is because I'm impatient and I'm like, oh God, now I gotta wait on somebody to come mix it. I'm like, no, I have to do that. And then, now I'm just like, all right, I get it done. So that's what Snoop likes about me too, because me and him are both Libras. If he needs something done, he's like, yo, I need you to knock out. I need an album that sounds like this, and that's what happened with Rebirth of Marvin. Rebirth of Marvin was done a year prior to it even coming out.
Oh wow!
So yeah, Rebirth of Marvin was done a year prior, and that album was done in a week. That whole album was written, recorded, all that in a week, and then before we put it out, Snoop was like, we need to get Fred Wreck and we need to get Superfly in here to put actual instrumentation on top of it. So we kind of took the stuff that I produced and cut and all that kind of stuff, and then we were like, all right, it needs real hi-hats and it needs real triangles. It needs so it'll have that vibe. And that's Rebirth of Marvin. Rebirth of Marvin was done in a week, and Colorblind, the whole saga of that was done, I think, in 4 days.
Oh damn! See, and you work fast, and that's something that you can't just trained. That's something that you've been doing for years.
Yeah.
And so happens Snoop snatch your butt up because I guarantee you, if he didn't snatch you up, it would have definitely been a bidding war because they used to have those back in the days.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They used to have them back in the days. You would have definitely been in a bidding war. So I'm asking you, I'm gonna put a picture up, and I'm gonna just tell me what you think about this person. Have you ever worked with, let's say, this guy?
Oh yeah, you already know.
So tell me about that story. How did that happen?
That was what happened? I think he was sending Snoop, or he called him while I was in the studio, and he was just like, "Yo, I'm thinking about putting out another album. You know, you got some records or something that you can send. You have any ideas for?" And Snoop was like, "I know just the guy. Hold on just a second. Just get, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a minute. We're gonna cook up some stuff." And then Snoop was like, after he hung up the phone with him, he was like, "You already know, knock it out." I was like,
Collins.
Bootsy Collins.
Ooh.
And I literally did 10 to 14 records within a few days just for him, emulating him and all that.
Yeah.
And I did the whole album. Like, I went to work like I was going to do the whole album. So in my mind, I was whole entire. Now he only took one record. He wanted the other ones too, but you know,
of course he did.
You know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, ended up doing that one record. But yeah, he was like, man, he was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and you know, for you to, like I said, people still don't understand. This guy, I'm telling you, he came out of the sky or something. Jazzy Faye, salute to Jazzy Faye for even saying, you know what, let me take this kid somewhere I know he could flourish. Because that's what happened, I think.
Yeah.
I know he could flourish over here.
Yeah, because I had quit music 2 months prior to me even talking to him. I was done. Wow. I was like, I was in truck driving school. Nobody knows that.
What?
I was going,
you were a truck driver. Wow.
I was over it. I was like, man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm tired of the rat race. Forget it, you know. Yeah. And you know, I got Christian roots, so I'm like, I'm trying to. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm getting older now. I need to make a living. I need to do the 9 thing. I need to do the 401. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So I was like, you got
to set everything up. Man.
Truck driving was paying like $80,000 a year. I was like, that's. I mean, and the median household income in is $35,000. So $80,000. I mean, that's lovely. So, you know, and right before I graduated from truck driving school, it was Jazzy Faye, and Jazzy was like, "Oh no, you're not. You're not doing none of that truck driving. No.
No, it's not happening.
Hold on just a second, and you know, bam.
Look at you now, on 2111 radio,
or you know, doing that. Yeah,
exactly. Let me tell you something. So that's not the only legend you work with, though. So I do have another one that is like, this is crazy. Now, this guy right here.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Now, for those don't know, that's Nile Rodgers.
Nile Rodgers.
Yeah. Now what?
Nile Rodgers, man, he's a beast.
Yes, he really is. How did that connection? Same connection, or it was just something different?
No, different connection. So one of my good friends, really close to, I call him my big brother, is Jerry Barnes, which is number one or number 2 bass player in the world. I think he just got honored for that. Multi-Grammy Award winner Jerry Barnes is the bass player for She. I've been knowing Jerry for, God, I don't know how long, over 15 years, something like that. Oh, and he's been playing with Nile. So he was like, I was like, Jerry, I called Jerry one day. I talked to him a lot. So it's not like I talk to him once a month. I talk to him like 3 times a week. And he, I called him and I was like, hey, what do you think about me like remaking some of Nile's music? And he was like, I mean, you could, just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So I took Everybody Dance, and I took that and created Move Your Body with Cambridge on it. And he said he played it for Nile. And to get that honor, Nile said to him that, and even told me when I went to meet up with him, he said that was one of the coldest top lines that he's ever heard. And I was like, jeez. Me, I'm not Move Your Body. I just was like, I came up with that like 5 minutes. And then he was like, that's the craziest. And especially over that track, that was his baby. He was like, this is my baby, and then came and played guitar, more guitar on top of it. He was all for it.
No.
So to get that honor from him was
Oh,
crazy.
That's endorsements after endorsements after endorsements. That truck driving thing, listen, that truck driving thing is definitely nowhere around you now. So
right,
it's crazy. So now I do have one more picture to show because again, now this is very significant. It's very significant. And this is what attracted me to October London. This guy.
Oh yeah. The man.
Now let me tell you something. All right. I didn't think it was a man on this planet that could touch him until I heard your album. And I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you it, yo. You actually had me in the house. I had the candles. I had everything set. Me and my wife, we was sitting there just chilling, listening to your whole album. And I'm gonna tell you, it reminded me of Marvin Gaye so much. It's ridiculous. So
that's crazy.
My question: have you ever met his family yet? Anybody in his family yet? No.
No.
Yo.
Because Ziola, she's not really for it. You know what I'm saying? So she's so I don't know whether end up even meeting the family. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Listen, to me, I'm gonna tell you something else. If that was my dad, if Mama was my dad, and I had somebody young like you come up sounding like you sound, oh man. Listen, at the end of the day, it's nothing but it shows the respect you have for the past. You understand? You didn't have to come out like that. It's respect. You showing respect. You're showing homage. You're paying homage to a legend, and you're not singing his song. You just putting your own spin to it. And bruh, damn, we're about to play this video. All right, I'll play a video real quick.
Okay.
Just for people to really, for those who didn't hear who this man is, just listen. I always tell people, get your candles ready. Get the candles ready because this is some like real intimate song. So it's called Back to Your Place. It's a slick song, real slick. I knew Snoop was gonna love this. I already knew. When I first heard, I said, "Yeah, that Snoop's gonna love that."
I love that. Right. I love that.
So we're gonna get to the video right now. We're gonna come back with my man October London. So let's get with that right now. Let's go.
Oh baby. I've been looking at you all night. I want to do once the day becomes the night. Said I've been patient and I've been kind. Oh, but my body is running out of time. You said your clock on your walls is ticking, so let me give you what you've been missing. So she said, take me, oh, take me back. Oh, baby, take me back to your place. Ooh, your place of residence. So she said, take me, oh, take me back.
I love that record.
Let me tell you something. That's a baby making record. And they don't have those that often. What the hell just happened? I'm telling you, you kind of changed the whole narrative of R&B because, again, it's needed in this industry, bro. And when I heard this, it just took me back to Marvin. And the one thing about Marvin Gaye is he was his own person.
Right.
And he made music because he wanted to make certain things to educate, it was a lot. And when you came up with this, listen, this is literally on the top of my playlist. Literally the top of my playlist. This song right here, this is crazy. You sound like him. You have an essence of him, but you have your own voice.
Yeah.
You understand? But the essence of Marvin is right there. You can feel his spirit. It's right there. There's no doubt about it, bro. I don't understand. So what made you come up with the Marvin thing? Like Marvin Gaye of all artists?
Man, well, Snoop always plays in his compound. He calls his compound, studio, huge 25,000 square foot facility, and it's just it's beautiful. But throughout the whole entire studio, Cadillac radio is in there, so it just plays music throughout the speakers, through the hallway, and all. And I'm always going through the halls. I got to go get some coffee, or I'm going to get a drink, or whatever it is. I'm going outside, whatever it is. I'm moving around the studio, and I'm working. So always some good old school playing. And I think it had to have been some Marvin playing, but it was like back to back Marvin playing. I don't know if maybe Kevin Slow Jam and James was playing it because of his birthday, like a lot of Marvin. And I just got the feeling to be like, you know what? I need to make a record like that. But I didn't plan on doing Rebirth at all. It was just like, I need to make a record like that, and I did it.
Yeah.
Snoop heard it, and he was like, man, you need to make that album. He was like, you need to do full, because he started playing it for other people. People kept saying, oh, that's unreleased Marvin Gaye. And he's like, nope. He was like,
what ain't?
Like, then who is it? And then I'd be walking like him. Like, this dude.
No way.
And he was like, no, make that a whole album. And he's the one who titled it The Rebirth of Marvin.
Rebirth of Marvin.
I did what he asked of me, and he was just like, man, just do a whole album of it. So I did. And it's got little inflections of other artists too, like
it
has like Barry White kind of theme to it, stuff like that. And Snoop would just come in the room and just be like, hey, you need to do something like, you telling the girl, you look better, you look good and everything, but it'd be better if you're with me. And then he just walk out, and I'm like, all right. So I just turned what he just said to the song, and that's how that came about.
You're a damn genius, bro. I'm telling you, listen, we are sitting here with greatness. I'm telling y'all right now, he's on 2111 radio for a damn reason, because I'm gonna tell you something. We always pick out certain artists, like independent artists usually, but what happened, you're literally the first actual signed artist up here.
That's crazy.
Like, literally. And what happens, I have people come up here from movies to different, TV shows or whatever, but you're the only actual artist that I can actually say that's literally in the industry that came on 2111 radio, because you're legit. You are one of those talents that is like a damn unicorn, and Snoop ain't letting you go nowhere. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That's not happening. He knows I love being on Death Row because I'm able to. I'm able to be an artist. Like, I'm able to just be like, what you do.
Yeah, today I'm gonna make a EDM record like I'm doing now, or a country song put out, and I don't have to call 15 people or these execs that don't know anything about music whatsoever, and I get to I text them, and I text them after the album's out and be like, yeah, new album coming. And he's like, all right, cool.
Like, hold on. Salute to Snoop. That's called creative control.
100%.
You understand? And that means you can do exactly what you want without hesitation. All you gotta do is hit Snoop up and tell him when it's coming. You understand? And a lot of artists don't have that. Matter of fact, at least 90% actually don't. Let's just put it there.
Oh, no. They don't have it.
They don't have that.
Older telling them what to do, what to write there. Instead of them being a creator, they're calling people and telling 10 people to come in and write their records. They're waiting for a producer to come in and do the record, but he's busy, but first he's gotta smoke first, or he's gotta do this first, and now you're waiting. Nah, man, you want I come right here. I'm in the studio, in my studio, and I come in here whenever I want, and I just do a record, and I have nobody over my shoulder telling me, what to write, what to produce, anything like that. I just do it. I send it to Snoop in his email. He'll listen to it, be like, man, that's cold. And they'll ask me, all right, what's that? Like, that's
wow. It. So now I'm gonna ask you a question. So you wrote this song called Lime Squeeze?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now I have the actual song, but the moral of the story is actually the Corona beer. Am I not mistaken? That's the new Corona song, correct?
We were trying to get it to where they were going to use it commercially, but we couldn't get the proper paperwork done for it. So, but yeah, they did. We were using it for a little bit. They did push it on the social media, but we're trying to go like wide, like release with Corona, which we still could. But Amplified produced that track, and we just want to do something different.
I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I actually have it, so I'm gonna play a little bit of that just for people to really get the feel, because you sound like someone else.
Yeah,
you sound like someone else on this song.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to see, can I get the actual artist? I've been playing it all day, and I'm trying to get. But you sound just like somebody that I've heard before, but a little better. So we're gonna get that right now, and we're gonna come back with my man October London. Let's see. The song is crazy.
Amplify. Traveling coast to coast, I've seen a lot of pretty women, but you're the go. Grab a bathing suit and flew for the toe. Body coated in February, need a hat and a coat. So refreshing, like it came from the fridge. Made me wanna pop your top off and take me a sip. Turn it around, but don't move too fast. I take it straight with no chase, all I need is a glass. Trying to get your lime to squeeze. Palm tree sitting by the beach. Dime piece on the side of me. Reclined at 45 degrees. I'm trying to get your lime to squeeze. Palm tree sitting by the beach. Dime piece on the side of me. Reclined at 45 degrees. Beachfront with your hand in the wind. Apple Music in rotation, playing all of the gems. Touching on your beautiful skin. Oh, your sun kiss. Everything about you's a 10. Long hair with the light brown eye. That Fashion Nova looking good on the thick thighs. Take your time and turn around for me. Ooh, trying to get your lime a squeeze.
Damn. Damn. What?
I love that.
Yeah.
Snoop loves that record.
Yo. What went into the writing process for that? Like you had to be in a certain space, because how long did it take you to write for that?
I don't write at all. It's all, everything that I make is off the. I don't write. Everything's off the dome. I just go to the mic and I just do it. I don't write anything down at all. If I am writing it down, it's because I'm doing something, like I'm writing something for Snoop that it has to be specific, and it needs to have his inflections, and doing something like that. That's the only time. But yeah, I don't even write. So that beat, Amplified sent me the track, and it originally had a sample in it or whatnot. We took that out, and he just sent me the track, and then I was just like, man, let me see what I can come up with. And I just stood by the mic, and I'm trying to get you lime and squeeze. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that, and I'm on the side of me, and then you know what I'm saying? That's how I just build it.
So I finally realized who you sounded like on that track. Just better. D'Angelo.
Oh, all day. One of my favorite artists. Top five favorite.
Yo, that was I'm sitting there going, yo, who is that? And when you just did it, I said, damn it, it's D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And but again, you sound like people, but it's not you trying to sound like them. You're just getting in a certain mood. Right. You're setting the tone. You understand? Now, so happens your fans are gonna be like, yo, he sounds just like such and such. Right. But that's not what you're going for.
No.
You understand?
Not at all.
You're definitely not going for it.
That's the vibe, and then it just ends up,
that
like
right. Yeah,
just the ad.
Right.
the ad libs that might take it somewhere in the middle of, I'm trying to get your line of speed. Oh, yeah. You know, like those little inflections. It's like, oh, that's a D'Angelo rip. Like, yeah.
That's just disgusting. How do people sing? Because I can't sing worth a damn. I wish I was a damn singer. I'm telling you, man. Oh, I actually went to see Music Soul Child last night and blew my damn mind.
Did you?
Yeah, last night out here in Florida. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, okay. You're in Florida. Okay.
I'm in Orlando, Florida, and they had a Soul to Soul concert last night.
Nice.
Because I was trying to bid to get him up here, you know, but his, you know, that's another story. I'm still trying to get it because that's one of my favorite artists. But you're becoming one of my favorite artists right now, and I just started listening to your music. So you're gonna hear a lot from 2111 Radio and me. Trust me, because
I appreciate that. You already know. Now I'm working on several projects. I'm looking at my board right now. I'm working on several projects. I'm gonna send them to you. You'll be the first one to get.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what. But see,
to be able to do that is the big thing, and any artist that's watching this, for me to just be like, yeah, I'm looking at my board right now. DJ Who Kid called me and he said, well, nobody knows this, but I'm dropping it now. DJ Who Kid called me and was like, you need to make an album. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got on my album, number 1 on the album is Drop Album with DJ Who Kid. So that's coming before the summer. Drop a house EDM album. I'm working on that now. That'll probably drop. Was it today? It's April. Probably drop that late next month, probably. And I got other records too. I still want to work on 2 other albums, which is a Sade infused type album, like the Vibe and a D'Angelo.
Ooh,
are coming. Damn. It's just taking a while for me to do that because I really want to be in my zone.
I know that's right.
You know,
I know that's right.
It has to be right. I can't force it, especially with Sade. I cannot not that I'm trying, like I'm not trying to, I just it's that vibe, and I worked on it
it's
once.
Vibe.
Yeah,
right.
So, but
it's definitely the vibe.
You records without getting chastised for it. I can just be like, oh, I'm gonna send it to you, and we're gonna leak it. Snoop doesn't mind if I leak a record. He's like, great.
No way.
Records are made.
Let me tell you something. I've never heard of nothing like this before. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I've never heard of that. And you know, everybody's gonna want again. What's happening? He trusts you. That don't happen with everybody on death row. You understand? That's not happening with everybody. You understand? Right. You got to be someone that Snoop will really say, you know what? Do you, bro? Right. I believe in you so much. Do you? Whatever you're gonna do, you got it. You know, and that comes with trust. Right. It comes with, believing in a person, and he believes in you. So salute to Snoop on believing in you. Hell, we at 2111 Radio, we believe in your ass. You should, man, listen. What? If I was an exec right now, I'll be bidding right now. Snoop, listen. We gotta do something because this guy, man, listen. You're a true artist. I can actually say you're a complete artist.
Thank you.
You understand? You definitely mastering your craft, and you're only going to get better. I don't know how, but you're just going to get better as time go on.
Thank you.
Understand?
Yeah.
So now I'm asking you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote a song for Snoop, and it was on Man 18.
Oh yeah, jeez, I forgot about it. I forgot.
Yeah. So
what song? I don't even remember what song it was.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called "Go On."
Oh yeah. Go On. Yeah. I think I probably don't remember the song too well because Madden don't pay like they weigh, but it's okay.
No, they don't. They don't. But the reason I said it is because a lot of the young, talented people, independent artists, don't know anything about getting a song placed.
Right.
The licensing of music and things like that. So have you had, besides that, do you have other things that been licensed to be in like either movies or games or anything like that? Yeah,
the country record that I did, actually, it did really, really well on Spotify. I'm not sure what the numbers are on it right now. Last time pretty high, but yeah, we dropped a song that's called "I Don't Give a Damn," and it's a country record. And I sound totally different person. All these people were like, "Who is this? Who is this artist? Who is this?" And it was me. And we dropped it on it came out on Netflix on the Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg movie. The what's it called? Day Shift.
Wow.
It
Check
blew.
that out.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, coming because this is still new. I mean, you've been working for a minute, but it's still kind of new. How did that feel when you first start getting these things starting to happen? Like, all right, I don't have to do the bus. I don't have to do the truck. This is my living now. This is literally how do that feel to you, bro? Because you've been working hard for a long time.
Yeah, it feels. I mean, it feels good. It's just going through those. I think going through all the motions and the changes in between about 2008, 2009, all the way up to, now, or all the way up about 2008, 2009, all the way up to 2016 when I got signed to Snoop. It was just trying to get on, getting, like maybe get on this label. It's frustrating. And it's like it's tough for me to really grasp what is going on now. So I mean, if it was like, if this was all fresh to me and I just became an artist like yesterday, I'd be over here. Yeah. Oh my God! But now it's different now. It's hard for me to. I've been hurt so much.
Yes.
Throughout the industry, so now when something happens, I'm just like, cool. But I get it later on, like right now talking about the Netflix thing, and I'm like, that is pretty dope that I was on at Netflix and it was a #1 movie. So it's awesome. But it's like it's hard to really grasp it a lot because I'm waiting for something bad to happen after. It's like it's almost there, and never mind, we're not gonna take that song.
Yeah,
we're gonna go with a bigger artist. Drake just dropped a record, and we love that more. And you're always just getting pounded into the pavement, face first. So now when it happens, I'm just like, okay, we'll see what happens.
See what happens, exactly.
Yeah,
listen, let me tell you, it's like a relationship. People don't understand that you put up a guard. The guard is up. You got this wall up right now. You tired of the disappointment. So right now, when you make it something, it's either it's going to happen or it's not. I'm not going to get too excited unless it actually happens.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, after it's done, the paperwork's done, and there's a check on the way. Like, okay, let's celebrate.
There it is. You can celebrate now. Let's pop out the champagne. Exactly.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I mean, I have deals on the table now with liquor brand. Some other big stuff. I don't even want to talk about it yet, but
no doubt.
We're getting the paperwork this week. Now that happens, and then we can get more close. So I can start dropping some gems. But right now, it's like I'm looking at it. We're talking, but talk is cheap. So it's
I know that's yes, it is.
We'll see.
It is. Talk.
We'll see. When I get it in my email and my lawyer says we're all good to go, then I can be like, hey, got some news. So.
Wow. Let me tell you something. Your song is actually playing on. Oh, somebody just said your song is playing on 2111 radio. It just went off. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
Nice.
That's great. Nice. Yeah. So I heard that song today. Live time over here. So salute to you, brother. I'm telling you, what happens. What our station is digital, and you do collect royalties. And I know you already got your paperwork, so we're not even worried about you. But what happens? A lot of people think it's digital radio, but what they don't understand is 2111 radio is actually we play copyrighted music and you make royalties.
Yeah,
you understand. Yeah. And what's going on in the industry? Like last night, mentioning about Lettucey, she didn't even realize. She was like, "Yeah, we don't listen to radio no more." The reason why is because people is not understanding that it's digital. It's a digital world now.
Right.
All that back in the days when they used to have the turntables inside and doing all that stuff, FM radio, that's a publication. That's just publication. They promoting your songs on the radio for people to hear and be fans. But the digital part of this now is getting to a point. It's getting a little bigger, and you can't count on streams all the time, unfortunately, because that's nothing. So
they're paying so little on streams. It's terrible what they're doing to artists. I don't even look at any stream. I'll be looking at streaming numbers, and although we're getting high streaming, I don't even look at it because I'm just like, man, please. I remember this was beginning stages of when I got with Snoop and I was dropping stuff on Spotify to see To see Spotify send me a check for $3
Yes.
was like, what?
Yes. $3.
You can keep that.
$3.
You
You
keep
can
that.
hold on to that.
What am I gonna? That's why it's best for artists to really learn the craft that you're doing, but also learn other stuff, the mixing, the mastering, learn all that stuff, man. Because once you start splitting that $3 with your producer and your have 4 writers, you had 2 different producers, you had to pay the engineer, you got to give him credit to all of that, and you just got $3, and now you got 15 cents out of that because you had to. Somebody was too greedy, or somebody wanted this percentage. Like I have my team, like, which is only, I got my team of people that hang around like 8 to 10 people, and I had to dwindle that down. But now I have Trip Cambridge and AKA Still Waters also, and Walter Webb. And I have them too. Like if I need help if I'm doing something or I'm, writing or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, I got you," and then I just give them, we just split it.
It is.
We keep it in house, but ain't I need 5 producers over here.
No, we don't need that. And speaking of that, again, with the independent artists that's bringing out music every day, I mean, it's ridiculous. And what's going on? They don't know nothing about those split sheets.
Right.
They have no clue. No one said, "Hey, did you get your split sheet yet?" Or did you? That's supposed to be handled at the studio.
Right.
Like literally, while y'all recording, you're supposed to be writing down everything that you need for this particular song because it's going to be distributed soon. So let's get this done, get it out the way, and we can move on. But a lot of them don't even know. They don't even have publishing. They have nothing. And they bringing music out like this. And, on here, I wanted to really educate a lot of them because I used to be a producer back in the days with Henchman Records. Mm-hmm. And I got jerked.
See?
I've gotten jerked. So I said to myself, I'm a crusade because at the end of the day, what's going on with these young artists is they're getting jerked by Spotify and by themselves.
Right.
You can't make music and actually sabotage your own music. It makes no sense.
Right.
So I just wanted to, I'm glad you came up here because again, you're very educated in the business aspects of this.
Right.
You understand? A lot of artists don't come up here talking like you, brother. So salute, salute. Because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you, and it's a dope conversation because I'm feeding off what you're giving me, and a lot of the things that I'm learning about October London is that it seems like you've been here before. You understand what I'm saying? And it seems like it's just a matter of time. And I'm glad we have you on 2111 Radio because when you start getting those Grammys, just remember I got this tape. I got the recording.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I'm gonna say, listen, that Grammy Award winner was right here on 2111 Radio when it all started to really.
I'm coming on here again, Grammy in my hand. I'm coming on here again with the Grammy. We'll do another interview after the Grammy. Hey, I know that's right. Yes, me and Snoop have that the kids album and the kids show, that Doggyland. So we have that too. Yeah, so hopefully we get a nice little nomination off that this year. It's doing really well. We're number 6. Really? Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the album is number 6 and number 8 on iTunes charts right now.
Nice.
So a lot of people.
Damn. So yeah. That's dope. Damn. So now you did give us another song. You did. It's actually yes. Talk to me. It's not even out yet, y'all. So
no, y'all gonna off of R&B Masterclass, right? I think that's what I said. Is that the one?
No, I think it's called Old Jackie.
Oh yeah, that comes
the 28th.
Supposed to be out on the 28th, but yeah. Nobody's nobody's got it, but you.
Exclusive. See, that's what I'm talking about. This man brought us an exclusive. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play a little bit of this just for y'all to, like I said, you gotta get the candles together. You gotta set the mood, get your weed, get your drinks. I'm telling you, it's crazy the way his music sounds. It just takes us back. As you see, I'm in the Marvin days. You understand? So I seen those black lights. You know, use the red lights at night. You know when
Yep.
your parents got that red light on, something's about to happen.
Exactly. Yep. Time to
So,
go.
yeah, time to go to bed. That's right. All right, so I'm gonna play this. I'll play this song. Just listen to the delivery of this song. All right, it's called Old Jackie. All right, so we'll be right back with my man. Let's go.
There was a knock on my heart's door. Shall I answer? There you stood, looking beautiful and sweet, dressed for love, but I'm for war. Oh, the look on your face was worth 1,000 words of wisdom. That beautiful smile could light up my deepest, darkest moments. Those beautiful eyes could mend all the times my heart's been broken. Oh, I have traveled around the world and back. Oh, Jackie, no girl on this earth but you can do that. Oh, your lips are sweet as honey.
That's the older version too. I think I sent you the more updated one.
Yeah, you did. You did. I had that. I didn't want to give them that yet. I didn't want to get. I didn't want to get them that yet. Y'all want to hear the updated one? Tune in to 2111 Radio, and you get the exclusive.
Yeah.
October London. I'm not giving. I couldn't. I'm sitting there today. I was like, yeah, nah. I'm not giving them that. They gotta actually go to when it comes out on the 28th. You either download it. You can download it on Apple Music, or you can come to 2111 Radio and then play like 6 times today. That song is radio ready. So salute to you, brother. And it's not even out. So I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to put that out there like that. That's
no problem.
That's really dope. So that song, Jackie, talk to me about that. That's one of those smooth songs. Damn. Hold up. Hold up, say that again.
That's 10 years. No, I was saying that's Snoop's favorite out of all the records that I've done. That's Snoop's favorite song, and nobody knows that song is actually 10 years.
10 years. Oh hell.
10 years old. That song's 10 years old. It's just now seeing the light of day here shortly. It's crazy. He asked me about this in Paris when we're touring. He was like, "Yo, you still got Old Jackie?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And he was like, "Yeah, bet we're gonna you and Dada go shoot a video to it. We're gonna go ahead and put this out."
Wow.
I was like, "Okay."
Now let me tell you. So somebody just corrected me. Thank you, Aquarius Waters. Actually, what you can do, you can actually either listen to it on 2111 Radio or download it on 2111 Radio. It goes straight to iTunes.
There you go.
It literally go to Apple Music. It goes straight to Apple Music. You can download as well. So that's another perk that 2111 Radio has. You can actually download it from off the station. That's crazy. So yeah, but you man, I'm telling you, I'm very impressed with not just your talent, but your aura. I would say, because you're a gentleman. You came in on this show. and you shine it, and you're very humble, and that's the one thing I appreciate about an artist, especially someone that is talented as you. Because you could be that cocky guy right down and be like, man, listen, I done did this, I done did that, this, that, and the third. You could really put your chest out because at the end of the day, you are that guy right now, but you're not that man. It's a difference, you know? So definitely salute to you, man, because you didn't have to be here, but you definitely here with 2111 Radio, and I appreciate that. So I'm about to let you go, but before you go, you can hear me? You can hear me? It's chopping up a little bit. Let's see. Say something.
Okay.
You can hear me? Okay. There you go. Wave your hand because like you folks. Okay. So,
Oh, yeah.
okay. So now I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to give me 5 of your favorite artists, dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive. Number one is I know it's every time I say it I always end up, but it's just what it is. Number 1 is R. Kelly. His writing and his everything, he is the 90s. So, you know,
Hold on. No, you don't need to apologize. You know what you need? You know what you need? You need this. You need this. Yes.
You know, it just is what it is. And his writing style
is what it is.
About how it's just what it is. The music's, you know, always gonna be played, you know.
Timeless.
So
and it's timeless.
It is, it's timeless. I mean, so R. Kelly,
yeah.
R. Kelly, Sade, John Mayer.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Now that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Wow.
Oh, D'Angelo is 4. And these aren't in any order, and then there's one more that I know it's gonna hit me later and be like, there's one more I'm missing.
October 11th.
I want to say because I got to give it up to the old school. I want to say Luther Vandross, man. It's always been one. Always. Yeah. Like, I just, his catalog, man, you just really can't go wrong. I can say, you know, Michael Jackson or Prince, but Luther, man, come on.
Yeah, Luther was that dude.
Yeah, if I was gonna mention anybody old school wise, it's gonna be Luther. Obviously Marvin too, but it's gonna be Luther, man. It's just,
I think Luther.
I gotta go with Luther. It's what's coming to me. So that's what my 5 would be.
That's a hell of a 5. John Mayer, all jokes aside, people don't understand. A lot of people don't know who that is. I know exactly who that is. Excellent singer. Excellent artist. You understand? Excellent. Can't take nothing away from him.
His writing is incredible. Your body is a wonderland. Gravity. Slow dancing in a burning room.
Gravity. Yes. I love Gravity. Yes, that was my song. Exactly. So yes, people don't know. Like I said, I love music. Doesn't matter what genre it is. And what attracted me to your music is you took it somewhere that it needed to go.
Right.
And I think your guy Snoop. Let him know I told him this. Let him know I said this. Snoop, I know what you're doing. You're leading into the right direction, but something's about to happen at Death Row Records that's going to change the whole landscape. Y'all need to record this because at the end of the day, 2111 Radio said it. I hear everything you're doing. I see it. And something big is about to happen. And it's going to involve this man right here, October London. And I think you guys have somebody named Jane Hancock as well. My goodness.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep.
R&B is back and it's at Death Row. I'm telling you. I'm not even, listen, you hear it here first. That is definite. I know, and I'm telling you, that it's amazing how he's doing it. He's doing it so smooth. Like he's very, how can I say, he's a smart businessman. You understand? And he loves music. And what he's done with you and he's about to do with others is he's gonna make it to a point where R&B is gonna finally be back,
Right.
like really back, not just
Right.
little bits and pieces back,
Right.
because that's the essence of music. R&B, rhythm and blues. People don't understand. Like we missed that.
Yep. And he could have easily been like, I just bought Death Row Records back and all that, and I got it, and now I'm gonna be rap. It's gonna be he could have did all that. He could have got the craziest rap. He could have signed up easily, but he was like, no, it's gonna be a new look to Death Row now. It's gonna be a new look. And then with he's just like, all right, with October, I can touch all these genres at once,
all one time.
Death Row's getting country music, he's pop, R&B, reggae, whatever you want, soul. We got that. And then Jane Hancock's bringing her flavor to crazy. And now me and her are working on a project, and that's going to be crazy.
Yo, hold on. Let me give you another round of applause. I'm gonna tell you why I did this. All right, hold on. That's crazy. Yo, for real. Now, the reason I did that, right? Because I've been trying to contact Jane Hancock. Her song was actually on the radio 2 months before we even knew who October London was.
Wow.
And it's crazy, yes. So I've been DMing. I don't know any connections or anything, but we're gonna try to get her up here because damn, she's talented. Huh?
I just play up. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hold up. You broke up. I didn't hear that. You broke up. He broke up. Damn it. Yeah, you breaking up. Hold on. Let's see, can we get this shit together? Yeah, go ahead. Say it again.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, if you can't get in touch with her, I'll text her and let her know that she should come do the show.
Are you serious? Yo, come on, man. Stop playing. Yo, you too. I'm telling you, I would. All jokes aside, I definitely. What people don't understand is that the guy that was hooking up with you, trying to get the interview. His name is Raphael. He actually owns the station.
Okay.
And he told me, he said, "Yo, this guy October London is one of the most professional and nicest people I know." So I said, "What are you talking about?" Because he always do the interview process as far as the booking and stuff. So he told me, he said, "Look at the DM. This guy answers every time, and usually that don't happen. You understand? Especially on DM, you usually got to get emails or get a PR involved. He said you answered every time. I said, what? So I said, I definitely had to meet you, and he ain't lying. You are a perfect gentleman, a real dope ass artist, and salute to you. And I definitely have to have you come back. I definitely have to have you come back.
I'm gonna be holding that in my hand.
Yep, yo, let me tell you, you come on my damn show with a Grammy. Listen, I'm gonna have to come. So, are you in LA now? You live in LA?
I'm back and forth between South Bend and LA, but yeah, my home base is South Bend, Indiana. So I'm here right now. I'm chilling. That's really why how I stay humble. I don't want to be out there and get in the mix and start falling in line of the waves. The West Coast, East Coast, nothing like that.
TMZ.
Yeah,
you don't want that.
No, I go out there and I have fun. I go make whatever money, and then I come right back home, chill out, home, be with my closest friends, and they keep me in. Make sure I'm not, and that's really important, to have people around you that's like, hey, look, you tripping, man, you need to pull back, and you respect that. You're not gonna be like, oh, well, you don't know nothing. No, all my boys, they ain't yes men. They're just like, all right, okay, you need to, all right, cool it down a little bit, bring it down. But they also pump me up to another level. There's one reminding me like, yo, you know who you are. Don't.
Yeah. So, do you know who you are? Look, I'm sitting here. I'm kind of fanning out a little bit behind the scenes. Y'all don't know this, but do you really know that you October London? Like, bro,
man,
like
I'm just me, man. I just people when I go around my city and all that, they're just like, you just show up in the restaurant, you just kick it with everybody. You buying drinks for people. You get buying food for everybody. I'm just like hanging out and chilling and
chilling.
I'm just hanging out. I'm like, it's all good because I look at it like this: if I don't you know, if I don't humble myself and just make sure that I stay in line and all that kind of stuff, I really feel like at any moment, you know, God will be like, not to get too relationship with God, where it's like, I not, you know, I know I'm gonna start doing that kind of wild stuff. Just show it.
Exactly.
So,
oh, you breaking up. So listen. So what we're gonna do, man? You hear me yet? I think he froze. I think he froze.
Yep.
Okay, good. So what we're gonna do? We had a lot of difficulties. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes. I want to thank everybody for showing up to 2111 Radio Show. You have October London in here today, yo. She's dope, phenomenal producer, songwriter, actor. That's what I missed because you was actually in Empire. Is that correct? Oh, damn, damn it, he went out. What the hell? Yeah, he was at Empire. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll get back with y'all really soon. Let's see if he's gonna pop back in. I don't know. He lost contact. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna give him a couple of seconds to come back in if he's gonna come back because he got punched out. Yeah, it was a dope interview. So last night, like I said, I actually went to the Soul to Soul tour, and I saw Music Soul Child for the first time. That shit was crazy. But don't look like he's gonna pop back in. I think he's about to DM me. Yeah, he just messaged me. He just made it. Yeah, he just messaged me. So we're gonna go off right now, and I'm gonna probably pop in with him a little later. But everybody, thanks for coming up, and y'all heard it here first. Jane Hancock might be next. Death Row Records. Y'all have a good night. Peace.